Welcome to the Jedi Ranger. I'm John Barry 555, and today I'm going to be reviewing the third episode of the fifth season of Phineas Ferb, which is the Revival season. So, 3A is Dry Another Day, and 3B is Deconstructing Doof. So, to begin with Dry Another Day, there's a heat wave going on, and so what do Phineas and Ferb do? Well, they make an ice luge that rolls across Danville. And Doofenshmirtz is saying, well, he's going to get a bunch of dookuberry oil to replace all the water in the water park with, because of childhood trauma. Honestly, also Doof's innator's plans deal with childhood trauma. Also, his innator is literally just Vanessa's hairdryer upsized, which apparently they've talked about using her stuff for innators before and created a rule not to do it, yet he still does it. Yet, normally he's a pretty good father except for his innators and evil plans. Weirdly enough in the show. But anyhow, that's pretty much it. And Candace, well, ends up riding her bicycle, then skiing in order to try to show Linda everything that Phineas and Ferb are doing. And fails because of Doof's innator, like normal. And it rains and Doof's plans follow. No self-destruct button needed for a change. Pretty basic episode, though it's pretty fun overall. Just not too much to note, but apparently the talking zebra appears once again in this episode and basically, just for context, Candace is on the phone with her mother Linda and suggests that maybe Candace is seeing things because of the heat and all that. And then the talking zebra says, no, basically says nope to that, and Candace is like, okay. By the way, Candace is the only one who ever sees that talking zebra who always calls her Kevin for some reason. She does have some psychological problems. But don't worry, she's seeing a therapist because that's what's going on in Deconstructing Doof. Somehow Candace and Doofenshmirtz end up seeing the same psychiatrist who eventually comes to realize, wait, are these two things connected? And of course we know they are, and I just love how in lead up to that, the psychiatrist is basically meant to like plot of a children's cartoon, which it is. He basically connects it all together in a crazy thing and decides he's going to present it to the world, which Candace is happy about because that's her bunch brothers. But also that could potentially reveal Alka because of all the research that this psychiatrist has done. And Perry thwarts it by fighting Doofenshmirtz and knocking Doofenshmirtz into his disintegrator, innator, whatever it was called. It's like, what is it written down here? But basically, yeah, disintegrates everything, including Phineas and Ferb's disco blimp, which I can't wish for that song, the Disco Sphere song, blimp song. I wish they kind of done a little bit of the melody from Disco Miniature Golfing Dancing Queen. Kinda wish they had done that, but they didn't. But they did reference some other songs. For example, in one of the scenes with Doofenshmirtz with the psychiatrist, he literally, basically, spoken-wise, quotes, "Platypus is controlling me," which is a nice, fun callback there. And there's another thing that this episode does. It calls back to a lot of previous episodes in the first 4 seasons. So not only is this episode breaking the formula of Phineas and Ferb, which is how, especially in the later seasons, they did to create entertainment and drama and all that, they're doing much earlier, but they're also doing it in such a way of recapping a lot of the stuff that they did in the previous summer. Which they did do that in episode 1 as well, but this is another way of doing it. And of course, Candace does not show anything to her mother because, of course, Linda never sees anything. And so, yeah, it's like I said, overall, it's a pretty fun episode. There's also a duet between Candace and Doofenshmirtz, which is just hilarious. It's a song No One Understands Me. And yeah, kind of nobody understands me, except for when the psychiatrist was interviewing everyone, and I think Baljeet has the most accurate understanding of what's going on with Candace. She's seeking attention from her mother and she's not getting it. And I think that's definitely spot on. I think he has the most accurate take of what's going on besides the actual going on in this episode, but the psychological going on in this episode. But the episode ends with Candace and Doofenshmirtz psychiatrist breaking down. And so Candace was great because just going through what she goes through once broke her psychiatrist. Well, she is just fine. Though she does have an eye twitch. Yeah, I'm wondering if we're leading up to a total mental breakdown for Candace. Oh, maybe not. Who knows? Phineas Ferb does not always do continuity like Mama Murphy saw or Hamster and Gretel did. But you never know. They may actually try to do that for once with something very slow build. But those are just my thoughts. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching my video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give this video a like and share. Also, consider subscribing to my channel to stay up to date on all my latest content. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good day, a good night, wherever you are. May the force be with you, always.